Hey everyone, it's Vehicles. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into the world of SUVs, but not just any SUVs. We're looking at 6 that are this close to perfect, at least according to the discerning eyes and rigorous testing of Consumer Reports. Consumer Reports, as you probably know, is like the ultimate judge, jury, and executioner of the car world. They buy all the cars themselves, they put them through their paces, and then they tell it like it is. No BS. So when they say an SUV is good, you better believe it's good. We're gonna break down each of these almost perfect SUVs one by one. We'll talk about what makes them so great, and maybe point out a couple of quirks because hey, nobody's perfect, right?
Alright, first up we've got the Toyota RAV4. This is basically the default SUV for a reason. Consumer Reports loves it, and for good reason. First of all, this thing is just unkillable. You can drive it into the ground and it'll probably still start right up the next day. And it's not just reliable, it's also pretty darn good on gas. You won't be winning any Eco Warrior awards, but you won't be emptying your wallet at the pump every other day either. Inside, the RAV4 is comfortable enough for long road trips, though maybe not the most exciting interior in the world. But honestly, with the RAV4, you're not really buying excitement, you're buying peace of mind. You know it's going to start every morning, you know it's going to get you where you need to go, and you know it's going to last you forever. It's the sensible shoe of the SUV world, and sometimes that's exactly what you need. Consumer Reports really likes the RAV4's standard safety features too. Things like automatic emergency braking and lane keeping assist are there to help you out if you make a mistake, which is always nice to have. Now, is it perfect? No, not quite. The infotainment system is a little bit clunky, and it's not exactly the most exciting car to drive. But hey, for reliability, fuel efficiency, and overall competence, the RAV4 is tough to beat.
Next up, we've got the Honda CR-V, another perennial favorite in the SUV world. And honestly, it's easy to see why. The CR-V is like the Goldilocks of SUVs. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's just right. One of the things Consumer Reports loves about the CR-V is its spacious interior. You've got plenty of room for passengers and cargo, even if you've got a full load of people and gear. And speaking of passengers, they'll be nice and comfy in the CR-V's supportive seats. Another area where the CR-V shines is safety. Honda Sensing, their suite of advanced safety features, comes standard on all CR-Vs. This includes things like adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, and forward collision warning, all designed to keep you and your passengers safe. But it's not all about practicality with the CR-V. It's actually pretty darn fun to drive too. The handling is responsive and composed, and the engine, while not a powerhouse, is peppy enough for most driving situations. Now, the CR-V isn't without its flaws. The infotainment system, while improved in recent years, can still be a bit laggy at times. And some folks might find the styling a bit bland. But overall, the Honda CR-V is a fantastic all-around SUV that excels in pretty much every area.
Now let's talk about the Subaru Forester, the go-to SUV for folks who want to be ready for anything. And I mean anything. Snowstorm? No problem. Muddy back roads? Bring it on. The Forester laughs in the face of adversity. One of the things that sets the Forester apart is its standard all-wheel drive. This thing is practically glued to the road no matter the conditions, and with its generous ground clearance you can tackle those rougher roads with confidence. But the Forester isn't just about off-road prowess, it's also incredibly safe. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety has given it their coveted Top Safety Pick Plus award, so you know it's going to keep you and your family safe in a crash. Inside, the Forester is surprisingly roomy, with plenty of space for both passengers and cargo. And the visibility is excellent thanks to those big windows and that upright seating position. Now, the Forester isn't perfect. The engine, while adequate, isn't going to win any races. And the interior, while functional, isn't exactly luxurious. But if you want a safe, capable, and reliable SUV that can handle pretty much anything you throw at it, the Subaru Forester is worth a serious look.
Alright, let's switch gears a bit and talk about the Mazda CX-5, the SUV for people who actually enjoy driving. Now I know what you're thinking. An SUV? Fun to drive? But trust me on this one. The CX-5 is different. One of the things that sets the CX-5 apart is its handling. This thing drives more like a sporty hatchback than a lumbering SUV. The steering is precise and responsive, and the suspension does a great job of keeping the body roll in check. But it's not just about performance with the CX-5. It's also got a really nice interior. The materials are high quality, the design is sleek and modern, and it's just a really pleasant place to spend time. And don't worry, the CX-5 hasn't forgotten about practicality. It's still got a decent amount of cargo space and plenty of room for passengers. And like all the SUVs on this list, it comes standard with a suite of advanced safety features. Now, the CX-5 isn't the most spacious SUV on the market, and the infotainment system, while stylish, can be a bit finicky at times. But if you're looking for an SUV that's actually fun to drive without sacrificing practicality, the Mazda CX-5 is definitely worth checking out.
Okay, let's talk about value for a minute. If you're looking for an SUV that gives you the most bang for your buck, the Kia Telluride is definitely worth a look. This thing is absolutely loaded with features, especially at its price point. One of the things that impresses consumer reports about the Telluride is its roomy cabin. You've got 3 rows of seating, and even adults can fit comfortably in the back, and with all the seats folded down, you've got a cavernous amount of cargo space. But the Telluride's appeal goes beyond just its size. It's also got a really nice interior with comfortable seats, high-quality materials, and a user-friendly infotainment system. And Kia hasn't skimped on safety features either. The Telluride comes standard with a whole bunch of them, including automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, and blind spot monitoring. Now, the Telluride isn't perfect. The fuel economy isn't the best in class, and some folks might find the styling a bit too bold. But for the price, it's hard to beat the value proposition of the Kia Telluride.
Last but not least, we've got the Hyundai Palisade, the SUV for folks who want a luxury experience without the luxury price tag. Seriously, this thing feels like it should cost way more than it does. One of the first things you'll notice about the Palisade is its upscale interior. The materials are top-notch, the design is elegant and sophisticated, and the seats are incredibly comfortable. But the Palisade isn't just about looking good, it's also packed with features. You've got heated and ventilated seats, a panoramic sunroof, a head-up display, and a whole lot more. And like all the SUVs on this list, the Palisade is no slouch when it comes to safety. It comes standard with a comprehensive suite of advanced safety features, and it's earned top safety ratings from both the IISS and the NHTSA. Now, the Palisade isn't the sportiest SUV on this list, and the fuel economy isn't the greatest. But if you're looking for a luxurious and feature-rich SUV that won't break the bank, the Hyundai Palisade is definitely worth considering.
So there you have it, 6 almost perfect SUVs that scored top marks with Consumer Reports. From the reliable Toyota RAV4 to the value-packed Kia Telluride and the luxurious Hyundai Palisade, there's an SUV on this list for just about everyone. Ultimately, the best SUV for you is going to depend on your individual needs and preferences. But hopefully this video has given you a good starting point for your research. If you've owned one of these SUVs, let me know which one you chose and why down in the comments. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe for more car reviews, comparisons, and all-around automotive goodness. Thanks for watching.